Hello students, welcome back to subject Network and Cyber Security, presenting by Manjunatha Iyer, Assistant Professor, ECE Department, CEC Mangalore. So this video lecture, I am going to discuss about the Module 3, its IP security. So in this video lecture, I'll be covering transport mode and tunnel mode implementation. These two are very important sections for discussion under Module 3. So in general, the brief introduction about the transport mode and tunnel modes. Our main focus is on the internet security. So when the data is floating or we are transmitting the internet, okay, security for the data is very important. Okay, that is what our main focus. Internet security is normally applied to the 3 layers. Okay, among the 7 layers of OS layer, we can add the security only for the 3 layers. They are network layer, second one is transport layer, and the third one is application layer. Security at the network layer is what IP security. So in short form we will say IPsec. So by discussing about the IP security, we are discussing under network layer. So in IP security can be implemented in 2 modes. They are transport mode and tunnel mode. So in the next future slides or upcoming slides, we will discuss about the transport mode and the tunnel mode in detail. First, we'll start our discussion with the transport mode. Okay, we'll have a look on the transport mode. We'll have applications layer. So below that transport layer, then there will be a network layer, then the data link layer, then the physical layer. So this is what the architecture of the OS layer. Okay, so other the layers are there out of 7 OS layers. Only the 5 layers we are considering for our discussion over here. This is how the data will be transmitted from one layer to the another layer. So finally we will release the data, or we'll we'll receive the data from the physical layer. Now let us assume that the data is transmitted from the application layer to the transport layer, and how the data we are able to see the data or the payload, actual data. So that is what the payload. Okay, so say in the transport layer, actually we are able to see the payload or actual data, and before the data is transmitted to the network layer. Okay, network layer is below the transport layer. So we'll see the process of data, or we'll see the how the data will be processed. So we'll take the payload. Then, so the same for the same payload, we are going to add the 2 fields, that is header and the trailer. Okay, that is done in the IP. That is will done for IP security. So adding header and the trailer for IP security is done by IP security layer. Okay, so there is one more layer we are introducing between the transport mode and the network layer. So then we are going to encapsulate, or we are going to encrypt payload along with the header and the trailer, so which is added in the IP security layer. So the green, the color, the circular, the color, it says that it is encapsulated, or I can say in another way, so that is the encrypted part. So then we'll add one more fields or parameter, that is IP header, Internet Protocol header. Then, so this is what the IP payload will say. Okay, so that is what the IP payload. So the payload, IP payload, will be transmitted to the network. So in the network, so how the data we can see here, actual payload plus the header and trailer, which is added in the IP security layer, that is encapsulated or encrypted, and then we'll add one more field, that is header. Okay, that is what? Header. Okay, IP header. So payload, header, trailer is encapsulated. Okay, that is what encrypted. But what is not encrypted? The IP header. Okay, this is not encrypted. So that's why this is not encapsulated. So that's why this is not included in the this area. Okay, this green color circle. So this is how we can see the the transport mode payload process. So in the transport mode, IP security protects what is delivered from the transport layer to the network layer. So actually we are protecting the payload. That means transport mode protects the payload to be encapsulated in the network layer. So in the network layer, what we need to send is payload, and that payload is encapsulated, or it is protected by encapsulation or encryption, but not the IP header. So transport mode does not protect the IP header. Okay, the main the original IP header, so that is not protected. So that's why that IP header is not included in the encapsulation circle. Transport mode does not protect the whole IP packet, which includes the original IP header. Then what it is going to protect? It is going to protect only the actual payload plus header and the trailer, but wherein original IP header is not protected. So it is good for encapsulated security payload host to host, that is end-to-end traffic protection. Okay, so we can prefer, or we can refer the transport mode when we need to deliver the data between host to host. So now let's see about the tunnel mode, how the data will be processed and how the security will be added. So it is bit difference, it's having the minute difference with the tunnel mode. So let's talk about the tunnel mode now. Same, the layers of OS layers will be starting with application. Then the data will be delivered to the transport. Then it is given to the network. Then it is given to the data link. Then it is given to the physical layer. So now, so this is how the data will be transmitted from one layer to the another layer. It's the architecture of the data transmission. So in previous slides or earlier slides discussion, so we have started with the transport layer, and when the data is delivered to the network layer, there is one more layer is introduced. That was IP security layer. But here now, okay, we'll start our discussion with the network layer itself. Okay, now let us assume that the transport layer is already delivered the data to the network layer, and how the data will be look in the network layer. So that is what the actual IP payload plus IP header. Okay, this is what the original IP header, and this original IP header was not encapsulated or not protected in the tunnel mode. Sorry, transport mode. So in the transport mode, the original IP header is not protected. So this is how we can see the payload or actual data after the data is transmitted from transport mode to the network layer. Now for this fields, we are going to add other two fields or parameters, IP security header and the IP security trailer. Okay, so that is what we have done in the IP security layer. Okay, the same similar thing we have done in the transport layer, but it is in between the transport mode and the network layer. But IP security layer is now the inside the network layer. We are going to add the two fields. They are IP security header and IP security trailer. Now, so now for this structure, this whole structure, now it is encapsulated or it is encrypted. So now this content is now protected because the encryption is over. So here for the encryption, see the thing, see the field, the original IP header is protected. Original IP header is protected, where this original IP header is not protected in the transport mode. So what exactly the tunnel mode does here, the whole packet is considered as the inner packet, and it is going to provide the security for the inner packet, where it is having both payload as well as original IP header. So this is what encapsulated or encrypted. So then after the encapsulation for these fields, we'll adding one more IP header, the new IP header, and where this is not protected by encapsulation or encryption. So this new IP header we are using for routing now. So this is what the whole structure is, new IP payload. For the payload we are adding new IP. So this is what is going to be this is what how the things is implemented in the network layer. So what is the major difference between the tunnel mode and the transport mode? The first major difference is IP header is not, the original IP header is not secured in transport mode, and it is protected in the tunnel mode. The whole packet is considered as an inner packet, and for inner packet security will be provided in the tunnel mode. And the one more difference is IP security layer is introduced between the transport mode and the network layer, but in the tunnel mode IP security is introduced in the network layer itself. And the last difference is the new IP header is not added in the transport layer, but in the tunnel mode a new IP header is added. So about the tunnel modes, IP security protects the entire IP packet, which includes the original IP header plus payload or actual data. It takes an IP packet including the header, applies IP security methods to the entire packet, and then add a new IP header. So no routers on way can examine the inner IP header. Okay, that the main inner IP header is encapsulated. So no router will be examine the original IP header. So it was good for VPN, virtual private networks. Tunnel mode is for virtual private network, and the transport mode is it was good for host by host transmission. So gateway to gateway security is needed. So then we can prefer the tunnel modes. Tunnel mode implementation. So next, transport mode versus the tunnel mode. So again, the differences versus transport mode and the tunnel mode. The first difference is IP payload is encrypted. So here also IP payload is encrypted. IP header is not encrypted. The main IP header is encrypted. Original IP header is used for routing decisions. In transport mode, original IP header we are using for routing decisions. And in a tunnel mode, the original IP header is encapsulated or encrypted. So for routing decision, will take a help of new IP header. So here in the tunnel mode, new IP packet is encapsulated. Encapsulate the encrypted one with a new IP header that is used for routing decisions. So very simple. In a tunnel mode, we are using new IP header for routing decision. So there is one more major difference with the transport mode and the tunnel mode. So transport mode is good for the service of end-to-end end-to-end transmission, and when for a tunnel mode end-to-end transmission, it is good. Transport mode is good, and for a tunnel mode, so it was good for VPN to connect the sites. Gateway protection. So VPN, we know that virtual private network. So where in transport mode it is good for end-to-end transmission. So this is the last one is again one of the major difference between the transport mode and the tunnel mode. So this table depicts that the functionality of transport mode and tunnel mode, and basically we have learnt through transport mode security association and tunnel mode security association. So in the transport mode, so there is no security for original IP header, and for a tunnel mode, so it is going to provide the security for even original IP header. So the whole packet will be considered as a inner packet, where inner packet is consisting of original IP header as well as payload, is nothing but the actual data. So it treats the whole packet as a inner packet. For inner packet, it is providing the security. So that is how the implementation of transport mode and tunnel mode security association. So this transport mode and the tunnel mode can be used for authentication header protocol, and as well as even for encapsulated security payload. And we can implement the encapsulated security payload even along with the authentication. So authentication is optional for ESP. In a pure ESP there is no authentication, but if we use the authentication, optional authentication along with the ESP, that is ESP with authentication. So under authentications we know that we are using for authenticating a sender by verifying his signature by the receiver. So now let's see the transport mode and tunnel mode for authentication header. For a transport mode, authenticates IP payload and selected portions of IP header, and it can be applicable for Internet Protocol version 6 extension header. So in a transport mode, there is no, like security for the original IP header. So authenticates an entire inner IP packet, as I mentioned. So inner header mean IP header plus payload, actual data, plus selected portions of outer IP header and outer Internet Protocol versions extensions headers will be authenticated. For authentications, what are the contents we are using it? Here for authentication in tunnel mode, entire payload plus virtual IP header. So here and plus here some portions of IP header. So here for authentication, so only payload, the selected portions of IP header, not entire IP header. So encapsulated security payload is encrypted. So what we are going to encrypt it? So under transport mode only it is for payload, so not for original IP header. And here, so encrypt the entire inner IP packet, which consists of original IP header plus payload. There is no like portions of IP header or entire IP header. Here it's like combination or addition of EAS plus ESP. ESP with authentication, encryption as well as authentication or verifying signature. What are the fields we are considering here for encryption and authentication is encrypts IP payload. Payload is nothing but the data, and any Internet Protocol version 6 extension header following the ESP header. So authenticates, for authenticates, it consider the IP payload but not IP header. For authentication it consider only the IP payload, not payload, not IP header. For ESP with authentication under tunnel mode, encrypts the entire IP packet, is nothing but entire IP packet, authenticates inner IP packet. Inner IP packet, it consists of original IP header and payload or data, and encryption is for entire IP. Entire IP. So this is what the difference between the transport mode and tunnel mode for two different protocols, AS protocol and ESP protocol, plus ESP with authentication. So what are the fields we are considering for authentication under tunnel mode and the transport mode? And what are the fields we are considering for encryption? So that is nothing but ESP for tunnel mode and transport. So that we need to remember over here. So as a summary of this video, we have come across what is exactly the transport mode and how it is implemented, and how it is implemented for authentication under protocol and as well as ESP protocol, plus authentication protocol along with the ESP. Same also we have come across the tunnel mode, how it is implemented for authentication header protocol and even for encryption standard encrypt ESP, encapsulated security payload protocol, and also for ESP with authentication header. If you have any doubts after watching this video, feel free to post your doubts in comment section so that I am able to answer your doubts. Thank you for watching my video.